was talking about Hell in a Cell before Aaron tried to start me, and I was in the middle of a very good conversation with him, and he goes, start right then and be excited. So I'm going to be fucking excited today. You know why? Because it's Talk Wrestling 82, and you're watching us on NoDQ.com, and MySpace, and YouTube, and Facebook, and Twitter, and everywhere else. But you guys already know that because you watch the plugs at the end of the show. You get that little graphic at the end that Aaron puts up and goes, watch us here, send feedback here. Although some of you boneheads decide that you're going to send feedback on YouTube, which feedback on YouTube is fine, but then you put questions on YouTube. We don't answer those. Talk Wrestling, NoDQ at yahoo.com, myspace.com/NoDQ Talk Wrestling, and I'll give you one even better. If you go on my Facebook page and link the Talk Wrestling fan page and put a question there, I'll answer it. I will. I promise I will. Okay? But don't put questions on YouTube anymore. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so on to the show. Talk about Hell in a Cell at the very top of the program. Let's talk about the pay-per-view this Sunday, which I don't know why they're doing 3 in one night. I think it's a mistake. I said this from the very beginning of the announcement, that they're going to do more than one Hell in a Cell match in a single evening. Hell in a Cell is supposed to be special. You know, the whole point of the DVD release of Hell in a Cell, the whole point of the mystique of Hell in a Cell is that it's special. You don't see it very often. And I think it's a mistake for them to do more than one. But whatever. It's my job to preview it. It's my job to talk about it as a wrestling person. So I will talk about the pay-per-view. I said this, I believe, when John Morrison won the Intercontinental Championship for Rey Mysterio. He's going to be a transitional champion. And this Sunday he will lose to Dolph Ziggler, in my humble opinion. Dolph's time is now. And I believe he should be the Intercontinental Champion. I firmly and truly believe that, okay? Take it for what it's worth, but hopefully you'll see it on Sunday. Unified tag title match thrown together very quick between Jericho and the former WWE Tag Team Champions, Batista and Rey Mysterio. Has Rey been gone a month already? Has it only been a month already? Okay. It feels like it's been a shorter time, but I guess Rey's suspension is over as of Sunday because he's back in action. Jericho's a hot team right now. I really don't see them losing the tag titles this soon. And if they do, it's a mistake. Because although they could capitalize on Batista's return to SmackDown, Rey Mysterio's return to WWE from suspension, that would be a very good storyline to put together. But I think Jericho's going to be the hot ticket and still go on. My opinion. Divas champion, Mickie James and Alicia Fox. Squash match. Lame match. Mickie James over Alicia. Hands down. No question. End of story. And then the little high school squabble between Kofi and Swagger and Miz. I stole your belt. I stole your belt too. I got my belt back. It's like, dude, what the hell? It's like, this is the stupidest way to build a feud. I hate that. These three guys are three of the workhorses in WWE. They're three of the good athletes. And yes, I'm saying that about Miz. Don't get on my case about changing sides. I like Miz. Miz has proven himself since breaking away from John Morrison at the beginning of this year and the earlier part of this year, whatever it was. He's proven himself. He's a capable United States Championship challenger. However, I think that they really want to go with Jack Swagger. So there is going to be a title change. It's either going to be Swagger or Miz. I know I just said Swagger, but I honestly think if they gave it to Miz, it'd be a much better, hateable U.S. champion. So, my opinion, Miz is the new champion. And then we get to the meat and potatoes of the situation. We get to Hell in a Cell. DX and Legacy. This is going to be the blow-off. DX won at SummerSlam. Legacy shocked the world at Breaking Point by dividing and conquering DX. There is no divide and conquer in Hell in a Cell. You're trapped in that thing for the duration of the match. And DX has proven themselves as individuals in Hell in a Cell. Triple H is, I believe, the most prolific winner in Hell in a Cell history. I could be wrong. And Shawn Michaels won the very first Hell in a Cell match. Yes, he had a tremendous assist from Kane. And he also competed in what, in my opinion, is the greatest Hell in a Cell match in history against Triple H back at Bad Blood 2004. The 45 or whatever was minute-long Hell in a Cell match. It's the best Hell in a Cell match I ever saw. DX has the experience. Legacy is going to be overwhelmed, I think. Legacy is going to be shocked and dismayed at the brutality. Yes, there'll be no blood unless there's hardway blood, which Vince can't control hardway blood, can he? No. So I think Legacy is going to meet their ultimate demise at DX's hand in Hell in a Cell. Title matches. the Undertaker-Punk thing has been very rushed, I feel. I truly feel that. Undertaker came back and made his intentions very clear at SummerSlam, and then they decided to go with the Montreal Screwjob, which a fan pointed out to me, and I tend to agree. Why the need to screw Undertaker against CM Punk? There was no beef there except over the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, the whole thing with Rock and Mankind when they did the Screwjob finish in '98, the whole thing with Rock and Hogan when they did the Screwjob 2003, there was real beef there between Vince and Hogan, or Mankind and the corporation, or whatever. But there was no real just grab between Punk and Undertaker, or even Teddy Long and the referee and Undertaker. There was nothing there. And I think they only did that to continue the story, which I guess is one way to do it. But I don't think it's Undertaker's time to win the world title yet. I think Punk will find a way to survive. I do. And John Cena's not going to lose the title back this quick. I really don't think so. John Cena's worked his butt up to the top again and is contending and is now the champion. And I don't think he's going to lose the title back this soon. So John Cena retains. All right, on to your questions. This is from Justin Schnars. Do you think WWE superstars should showcase the rookie talent in WWE so the fans can get a feel for them before they join the main roster of Raw, SmackDown, and ECW? No, I don't. Superstars is a vehicle on WGN to showcase the superstars, to showcase the guys on the main roster already. If you want, honestly, I firmly believe this. If you want to get the rookies in there and get like the underdeveloped guys in there, make that ECW. That's what ECW is. ECW is the stepping stone from Florida Championship Wrestling into WWE is ECW. A lot of the rookies are there. Keep that in place. ECW should be the breeding ground for Raw and SmackDown. Because let's face it, ECW is the third brand by far. ECW is the shitty brand by far. I hate to say it, but it is. Although I have a hot general manager who broke her wrist. I think that it should be in place the way the superstars is superstars. It should be for the superstars. That's my answer. There you go. All right, today's VRQ is regarding the guest host GM situation, and it's from Ethan Rules.
Hey Jeff, I wanted to know what you thought about the Raw guest host thing, and I think they should hire a permanent general manager because it takes away like half an hour of the show just to do the guest host spot. So I think, bringing Payment or Bischoff or someone else back, that would be awesome. 'Cause I think it's really gay. Alright, bye.
Good close. All right, bye. First of all, Heyman or Bischoff are very unlikely candidates. Heyman is very outspoken against WWE and against their current policies, and Bischoff is helping Hogan run the Hulkamania tour in Australia. By the way, Ric Flair is a hypocrite and a piece of crap. I know he needs money, but he made us all believe last year that he was retired. I think it's fucked up he's coming back, even if it is overseas, in Australia, whatever. Not right. Okay. As far as the VRQ, thank you, Ethan Rules, for the question. I don't think it's run its course, to be honest with you. I think the guest host concept is good as long as they keep certain guest hosts there. Reverend Al Sharpton was a joke. Wasting 30 minutes on him was ridiculous, even though he has a good policy, education, whatever. It was stupid. Cedric, most of the celebrities themselves have been bombs. I can only think of two that have been really, really funny and entertained me. Shaquille O'Neal and Bob Barker. And Bob Barker I grew up with, I'm biased, but Bob Barker was funny. I'm sorry. He put Jericho in his place. He Happy Gilmore, Chavo, and Chavo's many steps toward becoming a babyface. And Shaq was just fun to watch. My favorite guest hosts so far have been Trish and Ted DiBiase, though. They've been great to watch. I don't think it's run its course just yet. I think if they get the right people in there, like The Rock, who talked about on the SmackDown that he might be coming back to guest host Raw, that would be awesome. If those of you that haven't seen SmackDown yet, sorry, that's a spoiler. Sorry if I ruined SmackDown for you, but we'll make sure we have Aaron put SmackDown spoilers in the description for the show. No, the guest host concept's still good. I say keep going with it, and don't let it die anytime soon, as long as they keep the right guests flowing through there. All right, let's see. This is from Aaron Hedrick. Did you hear Linda McMahon is running in the 2010 Connecticut Senate race and Jerry Lawler is running for mayor of Memphis? I had heard both of those. I go on NoDQ.com every single day and read the news that's on their WWE news, and you should too. If you haven't heard about this stuff, then you're got your head in the sand or something. It's funny. I got a friend suggestion, or a fan suggestion, a support suggestion, whatever, from Linda McMahon's Facebook page. I'm not a Republican fan, but you know what? I hope a McMahon gets in the Senate. I want to see her shake things up. I want to see her do things that people, she's a wrestling person. She won't know what she's doing. I hope she does win, and I hope she shake things up in the Senate pool and really just makes those people go, huh? That'd be awesome. And Jerry Law is running for Memphis again. He ran 10 years ago. He's a contender this time, you know. He finished third in a race of 28 last time, and he's really making himself known this time. So you know what? Great for him. I hope he wins too. The only trouble with him winning is he won't have as much time to devote to Monday Night Raw, which will leave Michael Cole without a partner, and Michael Cole sucks. So Lord knows what will happen to Raw if Michael Cole doesn't to have a partner to really help him out. All right, this one comes from Chad. I just wanted to get your opinion on the PWG alliance of Kenny Omega and Chuck Taylor, better known as the Men of Low Moral Fiber. In my opinion, I think they both have real potential to be a great team like others in the PWG roster. Well, it's funny you mentioned them, because I was there the night that those guys competed in the DDT4 tournament against the Bucks, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, in the semifinals, I believe. That was the night that the fans turned on the Bucks and sided with the Men of Low Moral Fiber, and they're now the fan favorites going into a show. I believe it's this week at Gorilla, where they're defending the titles against Omega and Taylor. I like these guys. I like both of them. I think they're both funnier than hell. They have great entertainment value. They're tremendously charismatic, and they have the potential to be a great tag team. Will they be the champions? Hard to say, because it's hard to go against the grain. When the Bucks, popular or not, are the most dominant tag team in the world right now, and they are a great tag team. They're not. I don't know if they're the best tag team in the world. Indie-wise, it's hard to argue against them. It really is. Omega, Kenny and Chuck are great, and I think that they are going to go very far as a team, and I think this feud with Generico is going to come to a head. Kevin Steen's coming back for Battle of Los Angeles, so it wouldn't surprise me if Generico and Steen hooked up and took apart the Men of Low Moral Fiber in their final demise. But until then, it's good stuff. They're great. They're a great team. All right, I'm going to start naming the people that requested this DVD review. That way they can get a little recognition. Today's DVD review comes from Nick Ebmeyer. Sorry if I fucked it up, Nick. E-B-M-E-I-E-R, Nick Ebmeyer. He requested this, Legacy of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll tell you what, it is a great buy. I don't recommend a whole lot of DVDs. I don't think I have since I've been doing this, but this is a tremendous buy. This is one of the ones that's not biographical, but it has all the tremendous matches that Stone Cold's gone through in his, time with WCW and ECW, and his promos at ECW. That's not for you, baby. That's for somebody else. That's a great promo with the Dusty Rhodes impression. The Steven Mania promo is awesome in ECW, and then it's got a lot of good WWE stuff too, and WCW stuff too. The Hollywood Blondes match is on here against Dos Hombres. There's a match between Austin and Pillman 1-on-1 in WCW. That was a great match at the Clash of the Champions. I fully recommend this if you're a Stone Cold fan, if you were a fan like me growing up in the Attitude Era, and or if you have recently become a fan in the modern era, the John Cena era, and wondering what the hell are you guys talking about? What was so big about Stone Cold Steve Austin? Why is he in the Hall of Fame? Go buy this. Go buy it. Don't rent it. Don't borrow from somebody else. Go buy it right now. You'll like it, and if you don't like it and you can't get your money back, then it's my bad, and I'm sorry. But I highly recommend it to anybody that's a wrestling fan. Okay? Go buy it. This one comes from CWF Rage. With the WWE constantly using the same superstars contending for the belt month after month, it is time for a fresh new heel. Shawn Michaels has not been a world champion since 2002, nor has he received a shot recently. Do you think Michaels would be the champion that Raw needs? Well, I think at this point in either of their careers, DX, Triple H, or Shawn Michaels doesn't need to be a heel to get over. They are over tremendously as they are, and I think Triple H even said at one point he doesn't want to be a heel anymore. He's going to retire as a babyface. And I think it's the same way with Shawn Michaels. Yes, he made a brief heel turn when he turned on Hogan in 2005, but a lot of people understood that and sided with him against Hogan because they're so sick of Hogan's multiple comebacks and, taking the payday and then walking away for a year or 2 years or however long it's been now since he's been gone, 3 years now. So I don't think Michaels is the answer. I think that they need to build up one of these young punks to come up and make a stand for themselves. Even one of these guys, like I talked about in the top of the show with Hell in a Cell, a guy like Miz or a guy like Kofi or a guy like Swagger to come up and really challenge John Cena for the WWE Championship, really take a stand like, you know what, I deserve to be the champion, where's my opportunity? Instead of seeing Orton and Cena and Batista and Triple H and these guys over and over again. Shawn Michaels got shoved in our throats a lot in the mid-90s, and we all got sick of him, and when he went away and came back, we were glad he came back. But he was gone for 4 years. Keep that in mind. So, Michaels is not the answer at this point in his career to the championship woes, no. This is from Mario Rios. If Sting were to leave TNA for WWE for one last feud before he retires, who would you pick to feud with him and why? By the way, feud, F-E-U-D. F-E-U-D. Please. I personally would put him against either Undertaker or Shawn Michaels. A lot of people have been talking about Sting coming to WWE and having the dream match against The Undertaker. I'd like to see it. That'd be cool. Two dark personalities against one another. Well, Sting's really not a dark personality anymore. He's not as dark as he was when he first turned into the Crow-like figure in 1997, 96 even. He's not a dark guy anymore. He's a very positive guy again. His character has totally evolved in TNA. Sting and Shawn Michaels was talked about when they were both world champion in 90. Let's see. Michaels champion 96 and 97. It was talked about when they were both world champion in 97 and 98, but Michaels was on the downhill of his career by then. If Shawn Michaels and Sting had their match in their primes, it would have been a tremendous match. I would have loved to have seen it. Sting has a very similar style to, he has the same move as Bret Hart. All right, that would have been cool to see. Another person to play the sharpshooter on Shawn Michaels. It would have been good, overall. And I don't really know who else they would pick besides those two. Those are good picks, Mario. This is from Jonathan Koberger. How much do you think the most recent reunion of DX improved the tag team division on not just Raw, but the whole WWE? DX has not been the answer to the tag team division woes. Honestly, you know who it's been? The tag teams that have been established. The Hart Dynasty, Crime Time, Jericho, the tag team champions at the moment. If Batista and Ray are coming back as a tag team starting Sunday, then they'll be another great tag team to add to the roster. Those teams are going to be the answer. DX, yes, they are a two-man team. Yes, they are a tag team. But you're not going to see them contend for the tag team championships. Legacy is another great example of a tag team that has really helped the division, and they are perennial contenders for the tag team championships. DX is not so concerned about being tag team champions. They're concerned about having fun and being entertaining and getting themselves over more than they already are, which is very hard to do because they are the most over thing in WWE. Not named John Cena and Randy Orton. I apologize for the quickness of the show today. I went on and on about Hell in a Cell, and I apologize for that. We'll get some more questions next week. 83 is coming up next week. Don't forget to check out the plugs at the very end of the show, that little black graphic you see. And we'll catch you guys next time for episode 83 of Talk Wrestling.